forgot Kirk Cousins was still playing, and he just threw a touchdown pass to Kyle Pitts.
Yes, he did.
Who do you think's gonna win this game here?
Good question. uh, what they playing at? They playing in Raymond James?
Let me double check. I'm thinking it is at. I think it's at the Bucks.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
Yeah, I think Tampa Bay should win this game.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
Keyword should.
Raheem Morris. Sad to say, he's probably not gonna have a job next season.
But you know what goes on with the NFC South? They just beat each other up, so
Yeah.
you really don't know. You know, it's tied up at 7. Atlanta could rattle off a bunch of points right now.
Yeah.
So, but the main issue right now is I'm saying this guy's name wrong so much.
It's Sharon
Sharon
Moore. Yeah, Sharon Moore.
Sharon Moore, the former coach of University of Michigan,
Yeah.
just lost to Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
They're in the CFP though, aren't they?
no,
No. They play Texas in a bowl game. I don't know which bowl game, but they play a bowl game.
But they were in the top 15. If they would have beat Ohio State, they could have, had their chance at the playoff.
Oh, okay,
like
okay.
So before all this was going on, as far as football wise, there is this issue with Sharon and a staffer that's been going on all year long. They both denied it at first back in June, but a DoorDasher had snitched them out. Was delivering a certain type of pill, not the Plan A, if you know what I mean.
Well, we can't say it.
I mean, okay, Plan B.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Knowing, I guess they know who he is, obviously.
I want to know why the DoorDash is snitching them out.
Told the I guess told the executives or somebody, and they started doing an investigation. But just recently, this lady gave to, if I'm not mistaken, HR or one of the resource departments, text messages, all types of information saying about their alleged affair. Now, what is the main question is what happened to get to this break, right? That has not been talked about. But what has been talked about is the fact that because of this improper relationship, Sharon Moore has been fired. After the fact gets real crazy. As he goes on this rant with his wife, then goes to the lady's home, breaks into the home, threatens to harm himself and her, gets caught at a church, and now he's in protective custody, on suicide watch, possibly was it a 72-hour hold,
Yeah, something.
and come to find out that people was told the AD recently that he has mental issues, which is kind of convenient. About what's going on, because this firing is a just cause firing, which means that his buyout clause is null and void, which is around $13 to $14 million that's owed to him. So he's not going to get that at all, not a single dime. Possibly will not have another coaching job in the Power 5 or Power 4 college football. I mean, Sean, if you've been researching this as well, what were your thoughts on the whole situation?
I never understand why these dudes risk it all, like him. Was a dude, I forget what school he's at. Melbrook. I forget the guy's name. It happened a little bit ago. It was another coach that got into something like this, and then Ime Udoka. I like you risk your bag.
Right.
On some booty. I mean, your bag, dude. I mean, this is millions of dollars, man.
Exactly.
Over this. I mean, and you're just like, dang, man. It's unfortunate. Honestly, I don't believe University of Michigan wanted him to be the coach in the first place. It's just that Harbaugh propped him up and everything like that. And
right.
And
they kind of gave him the job.
And then
he did a good job.
No, he didn't do a bad job. I mean, he was fine. I mean, he wasn't going to get fired for what he did on the field, because they made it to a bowl game and stuff like that. And so they probably was going to give him another 2 to 3 years to try to get a national championship. And then if he wouldn't have gotten it in 2 to 3 years, then they probably would have let him go or something like that. But it's just unfortunate. I'm trying to understand. You want to mess around, okay, cool, mess around. But why would somebody on your staff, you're the boss, I mean, why would somebody on your staff mess around with somebody outside? Mess around with somebody on the volleyball staff, Or it's like, come on now. Like, I just don't, I don't understand. I don't understand his thinking. Then he crashed out. He literally crashed out. Like he got, I mean...
I don't know what the thought process of what he just did, maybe thinking it would help him some way, like some kind of sympathy thing, but no, it's not going to help you at all.
Nah.
You're a black man dealing with white women in a white state.
And I know a lot of people say
a predominantly white institution, and you think you're going to get some kind of sympathy points?
And I know a lot of people don't want to hear the whole race angle. Oh, like, no, but it's there. I like, because trust me, if it was a black girl, I mean, he probably would still get fired, but it wouldn't be this type of storm about it, So I mean, let's not. I mean, I could bring up all kinds of. I remember when that one black girl, she got sexually assaulted and left by the dumpster by a white guy, and the white guy didn't even get really charged with anything, So the proof is all there, But it's just, you would think that they would learn from this, man. Like leave these women alone. Just don't cheat on your wife. I mean, nobody's perfect. I'm not going to sit down here and say anybody's perfect. We all are human beings. We all are fleshly human beings. However, dude, you have to use common sense. I remember somebody gave me a really good piece of advice. They said, think with the head on top, not the head down below, because the head down below is always going to lead you the wrong way.
Right. And what a lot of people don't know that's not into college sports, college football in particular, this is a normal thing if people don't understand. The coaches, the staffers, the players, all they intermingle.
Oh yeah.
In more ways than one.
Oh yeah.
And I want to say this is normal. this is kind of a different situation because of what he did afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to work at ASU and with the players over there years ago, and there was incidents over there with coaches messing with staffers messing with players, certain other employees messing with players, things of that nature. You know, they say, you know, it's about convenience and who's right next to you, that who you're gonna mess with. The thing about this is the fact that he is a hardball disciple, that he just lost to Ohio State. If he beat Ohio State, I wonder would this story even come out, which is kind of interesting because this comes out right after the Ohio State loss. Also, the Midwest, how this is being portrayed as, you know, he's doing things that are just so inappropriate you get fired for it. I understand. Ime Udoka, kind of the same situation, but that was, you know, an executive's wife.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not sure if this lady's marital status, if she has a status of you know, I mean, she's just single, whatever. But when it comes to getting, you know, he gets arrested and the suicide, the 911 call comes out and it's saying that he was stalking her. That was the police was saying, or what she told the police. You know, that makes it even worse because we know the history of what could have happened.
Yeah.
All that being said, you're absolutely right, Sean. Don't do none of that. You're married, stay with, especially if you're in a position of power, stay doing what you're doing. And if you step out and you got power like that, you might as well do what Shaq does and just pay him off.
Allegedly,
I mean, seriously, because this is what the consequence is. You're gonna lose your job, your money, your wife,
your
reputation, your career.
Yeah, he's
and not job, but your career.
He's never gonna work for a Power Five.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be surprised.
Work for college football.
I mean, I'll be surprised
He
if he
might
got.
have to go to Canada. He might have to go to high school football.
I doubt that. I mean, it's going to be a while before you see him in the coaching circuit again. He's going to have to fall back on his degree because you know he graduated from college or something, and he's going to have to fall back on his degree and figure something out because I'm just like, okay, you got caught out there. And why did you crash out? I mean, just get out of Dodge.
It's a literal
just,
head scratch.
Just get out of Dodge and leave. Don't even call her or anything. Just leave. Right. And I want to know what the DoorDasher thing is about. Why the DoorDasher snitching? Why he telling? I'm like that's crazy.
That whole situation is like, did you know who Sharon Moore personally? Did you know his wife personally? Like, what is that whole that whole dynamic right there with the DoorDasher? Or that's a very weird situation because I think as a DoorDasher you're supposed to keep all that stuff private anyway.
No, you just
I mean, just
drop the stuff off and roll out.
And you go, oh well, I think this is. So my question is, did that happen more than once? Did he have Plan Bs delivered more than once? And they're like, hey, look, man, there's a lot of stuff going on over here at the University of Michigan, and I'm delivering Plan Bs to the head coach. What's going on? Which should be none of your business, but you know,
if who cares if you're dropping off some Panda Express to me? Why you gotta be telling people?
Right. Maybe the DoorDasher knows a little more than what. You know, maybe he needs to be sat down and investigate, or he or she needs to be investigated on what that person knows, because it looks like a lot of people know a lot of stuff over here at University of Michigan. It's getting crazy. One last thing is, who would be a good coach for Michigan after this situation?
If he decided to leave Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin.
Mm.
Mike Tomlin, that'd be interesting right there.
Yeah, it would be.
Tomlin, he would finish out the year, of course. He's not the type of coach just to bounce out. Finish out the year. They speculated some other people, but the coaching cycle is pretty much over. It's like this is like kind of bad timing. That's why why they not faulting the institution, because if they was trying to be some conspiracy stuff, they would have fired him a long time ago. Over this.
Had a new coach.
Already. So that's why I'm like, okay, whatever. With the institution being involved, they trying to say they covered up. There was some stuff going on months ago. They investigated it, didn't come to anything.
Mm-hmm.
Then now, that type of stuff happens. So the only person I can think of is probably Tomlin. I think I believe Tomlin would be great in college, actually.
That would make a lot of sense. If it's anybody, he had to be someone squeaky clean.
Oh yeah, Tomlin.
Someone with no bad record, no improprieties, nothing like that. And you're right, the coaching cycle for college football is over because you have, Lane Kiffin going to LSU. You have a coach already going to Penn State.
Yeah, do from Iowa State.
Right. So, they would have to pay a bit of money to grab a coach from another school right now.
Yeah.
So, we're going to go to break, come right back. We're going to get into the NFL and the playoff push, as a lot of teams are vying for those top playoff spots. Going back to Thursday Night Football as well. So keep it locked right here. It's Keep 1 Million Show, 90.7 FM.
Yes, sir.
Oh, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Ceremonies, presentations, African dancers, poetry, drums, art, food, music, local vendors, raffles.
I wonder if we get hit with a copyright. I wonder if we get hit with a copyright for Calvin's voice.
KRDP is a new community radio station serving the East Valley on 90.7 FM.
If we get hit with a copyright for Calvin's voice,
At our website.
they hit you with copyright stuff like for almost anything.
Oh, yeah?
You gotta say unalive instead of saying the K word. You can't say the R word. You gotta say assault. It's all kinds of stuff, man. YouTube and Google. It's like
We
crazy.
encourage you to financially support KRDP with a sustaining monthly donation. You can donate right now by going to our website. Listen.
It's still tied up.
KRDP.com.
77.
Click on the donate button. Your financial support is greatly appreciated.
And we're back. Keep 1 Million Show, Dwayne.
Sean Vick.
90.7 FM.
Yes, sir.
KRDP. Getting into the NFL as Thursday Night Football tied up 7-7. Excuse me. Tampa Bay, Atlanta, and right now Tampa Bay is at top of the NFC South with Carolina right behind them. And
Who would have thought that?
right, I still think Tampa Bay is going to come out with the division. Carolina may be on the outside looking in. I can see them only having one team get in.
Yeah, the division champ. Yeah.
Yeah, only one team get in from that division. It's the NFC West. That's the NFC West that it's kind of a cluster.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The Rams did, establish themselves at the top team in the NFC. They're at 10-3 with Seattle. Excuse me, at 10-3 as well. With their last game that they won. Matter of fact, Yeah, Rams beat the Cardinals 45-17.
Yeah, my son and I, we were actually at that game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was.
How was it?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it was good. It was his first NFL game. That's what he wanted for a birthday
Yeah.
present and everything.
That's cool.
And seeing Puka Nacua play live, that dude. I mean,
Yeah.
I always knew he was a beast, but he's like really strong. I mean, I
Really?
don't know if you saw that touchdown. He just powered through everybody to get that
Mhm.
touchdown. We thought, me and my son, we actually thought that the Cardinals were going to do good because the Cardinals marched down. They scored.
Yeah.
They scored first, and then they scored a field goal, and it was tied up 10-10 for a little bit. But then the Rams just Matthew Stafford just tore them up after that, and
Right.
ended up being 45-17.
Yeah, you see up close and personal how Matthew Stafford operates.
Yeah. He was tearing them up, man. So so as far as the NFC West, I mean, we not counting the Cardinals. The other three teams though it's gonna be a dog race.
We have Seattle tied with them at 10-3, but they are the 5th seed, the 6th seed San Francisco at 9-4. The Rams are the number 1 seed, but they're a game over Green Bay and 2 games over Philly. Now, with Philly's loss, now they're still gonna most likely win the NFC East, but their issue is not the NFC East. Their issue is the rest of the NFC. Is there a problem in Philly land?
No, I mean, they just it's like what AJ Brown was alluding to, and Cam Newton said it best. He said, it's all good when you're winning. Then when they was winning, everybody ignored a lot of the stuff that AJ Brown was alluding to. If they would have won all 3 of these games, these last games, nobody would be talking. They're like, oh, they're winning. But this is what he was alluding to. The offense is not fluid. It's just not. The defense is put in situations. I mean, the defense is a really good defense. It's just they could only do but so much if the offense is not scoring that ball. So people talking about benching Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is not going to get benched. They're going to have to figure it out. Like I told everybody that. Look, I'm an Eagles fan, but I told everyone that they were not going to repeat this year. It was tough to repeat. I had the Rams winning the Super Bowl.
Right.
I do believe that this Eagles team and organization can win another Super Bowl with Jalen Hurts. But I knew it wasn't going to be 2 in a row though. So I'm not surprised. Do I want to see them do better? Do I want them to prove me wrong? Heck yeah. But it's a tough one. I don't believe they're going to lose to Vegas. They're going to beat Vegas. I believe they probably will win out. I believe it's Vegas. I got to find out. I got to look up who the other teams are that they play. But I believe that.
I'll tell you right now.
I know they play Vegas next.
The Commanders, the Bills, and then the Commanders again.
They can win all 4 of those, but the Bills not a walkover. So
Right.
we'll
Now,
see.
they did lose to the Chargers in overtime, 22-19. Jalen Hurts with 4 interceptions, no touchdowns.
4 picks.
I mean, that is
That's
probably one of his worst
worst
games of
games,
his career.
But it's one thing about him that you have to know. I know you know, and I want to let a lot of people know this. He plays extremely well under adversity, meaning like when things are bad, and for some reason he just battles through it.
Yeah.
That's why they consider him a winner, because no matter what, he just battles through it. So that's why I like him. I mean, he's not going to win you any games with his arm, but he just figures it out.
Yeah, I understand that. The thing is, when it comes to the playoffs and how it's shaping out with Seattle, San Francisco, the Rams, with other, a couple other teams, do you think they can at least make it to the NFC Championship game or not? Because it doesn't look like they're going to make it to the NFC Championship game.
I would have to see how the playoff, how that structure is, how the bracket is.
Who's the home?
Who's home?
Yeah.
Because they're not going to have the number 1 seed. So I need to see if they're going to be number.
They're right now the number 3 seed.
3 seed. Okay, that means they
number 2.
that means they would have one home game, right? Yeah, they would.
Yeah,
They would have
yeah,
one
the
home
top-
game.
The top 4 teams get the
Yeah,
the
they,
division winners
Yeah.
get the home
yeah,
game.
they have one home
With,
game.
the Rams would have that first round that bye.
Yeah, they'll have that bye. So they'll have one home game. I just have to see how the bracket would come out to really be like, oh, can they make it to the NFC Championship? Because as far as I'm concerned, if they made it that far and they lost, I mean that's not a bad year. I mean, yeah, you didn't make it to the Super Bowl, they didn't win the Super Bowl, but you know, I just believe they need to Sirianni and all these and Howie Roseman, they need to figure out this offense. They need to figure out this offense, and because last year they had what's the guy name? He's in New Orleans now. The coach down there, Kellen Moore. They had it clicking with Kellen Moore,
Right. No, they did.
and people don't notice they Sirianni and Lurie and Howie Roseman actually had a meeting with him and asked him to stay.
Wanted to stay.
And they like, hey, can you stay? Can you and he opted to go to New Orleans.
He deserves a coaching.
And I'm not saying he didn't deserve it. I'm not me. This is
Well,
just
I
me
get
being
that.
a fan.
Oh yeah, you
Wanted them to stay,
You wanted to
but
stay.
but
Exactly.
I
Of
get
course.
it.
Now, moving on to the AFC, you have some really huge games coming up in the AFC, and we're going to talk about that when we pick our games. But the Broncos and New England, this is like coming from the 90s, early 2000s, old school with Jacksonville and Pittsburgh rounding the top 4. I mean, the last time Jacksonville's been in this situation is back when I think it was Gerard was the quarterback, or even back before when what's his name? Back when one of the first quarterbacks ever.
You talking about
What's it?
Brunson?
No.
It was. He ended up playing for Washington and later in his career.
Yeah, I can't think of his name, but he was like, early.
He was the first quarterback for. I want to say he was the first quarterback for Jacksonville.
Yeah. Well, I'll think of his name later. But, they haven't been that good since back then. The mid to late 90s, the early 2000s, Pittsburgh, they haven't been in this situation since a few years ago. Pittsburgh's been recently, with Tomlin always getting to the playoffs every single year, kind of like comparing him to the San Antonio Spurs. And it's funny how week to week, either Tomlin's on the hot seat or Tomlin's good. Now he's good since they beat they beat the Ravens.
Yeah,
last week.
they beat the Ravens. Yes.
So now they're good because they're leading the division. But if they lose the next game, he'll be fired, or the fans will fire him. Right?
Yeah.
They tried to fire him last week or the week before last. So y'all gotta relax when it comes to the Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Y'all gotta relax. I mean, this is what happens, especially when you have Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback. It's gonna be ups and downs, but more ups than downs. So you're gonna have to take it for what it is. And with this playoff scenario, with the top 4 being what it is, and then you got the Chargers, Buffalo, Houston, Indy, Houston round out the top 7 with Indy and Baltimore on the outside looking in. I mean, do you see any dark horse team or anybody kind of coming to spoil the New England and Denver possible AFC Championship game?
Maybe Jacksonville. Maybe Jacksonville. I'm not saying they will do it, but I can see them making some noise. I mean, they haven't been in a situation like you said for a few years. Remember when they called it Saxonville back in the day? That's when they had Jalen Ramsey at the corner. That was the year the Eagles won that Super Bowl with Nick Foles. And I remember that because I was thinking, like, oh man, we might have to end up playing Jacksonville, but New England ended up beating them. So yeah, I can see that, but it looks like it's going to be the Denver and New England.
Right.
Yeah.
And in Kansas City, they're done. Kansas City's done. That loss was so atrocious. Travis Kelce with that fumble or whatever that was. He just it looked like, you know how you someone throw you something like a cell phone or something, or some candy or something, and you just
Fumble it,
you
yeah.
just fumble it. It looked just like that. It looked so crazy. Like, how is this Travis Kelce? Like, it's time for him to go. He's too in love right now. So it's time for him
A
to
lot of
retire.
people thought he should have retired after the Super Bowl, but
Yeah.
he didn't want to go out like that because they got beat down. So
When he lost.
He wanted to come back and go out on a higher note.
He should have.
Yeah.
Well, not looking that hot
Yeah.
now because
Yeah.
they're the 10th seed, 11th seed. Somewhere right now that they could be on their way out as far as being eliminated from playoff contention.
Yeah.
And that will be the door shut on that dynasty, that whole Kansas City run. I just realized it was 10 years since 2015. That Kansas City run is about to be over. That's very interesting. So, before we go to break, and we're going to talk more about this on the other side, SHEDEUR Sanders is now their starting, the Browns' starting quarterback for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
It's a pretty tough schedule for the Browns the rest of the season, regardless of who he's playing against. This past game, they should have won that game.
Yeah, they should have won.
They should have won that game.
Yeah, that was a horrible call at the
Against
end.
the Titans, it's 31-29.
Yeah, horrible call at the end.
Stefanski takes SHEDEUR out of the game for some kind of trickeration 2-point conversion to win the game, and it goes horribly wrong. Someone did say that happened before on another 2-point conversion that they fumbled or something like that, where they took SHEDEUR out of the game. Now, people are saying, these conspiracy things that he hates SHEDEUR, it's being racist against SHEDEUR or whatnot. I don't think so. I think it's just very bad coaching. Not just that, I think it's a little bit deeper than that. If people don't recall, Brian Flores, a defense coordinator for the Minnesota Vikings, has a lawsuit out against a few teams: the Giants, the Jets, the Browns being one of them, the Dolphins. And one thing he talked about was the fact that teams were actively trying to tank and telling coaches what plays to put in, what plays not to play, who to play, who not to play. So we're going to go to break and come right back. We're going to talk about that and more when it comes to SHEDEUR Sanders and the Cleveland Browns and Stefanski, the head coach. Keep it locked right here. It's the Keep 1 Million Show, 90.7 FM, KRDP.
Yes, sir.
On 90.7 FM and the rest of our community online at our website. Listen, the number 2, KRDP.com. KRDP features a mix.
You worked at ASU? You did food service?
Yeah. I was looking for the players.
Oh, cool.
Was the company Sodexo was the company.
We encourage you
Yeah,
to
that was my
financially support
2-3 seasons. Did that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you work for that company?
by going
Yeah.
to our
And ASU contracted you, okay. Contracted the company.
Right.
All right.
KRDP.com.
And we cooked in the stadium too. The kitchen was in the stadium.
Financial support.
Right. Y'all cook like breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Yeah.
How often do they eat?
Every day.
I know every day. I mean,
4 times a day.
4 times a day?
Yeah, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then a snack, like a late night snack.
Oh, like a midnight
Yeah,
snack.
yeah,
We had
someone
we had something like that on base. We have a midnight chow hall we can go to.
Yep.
And our midnight chow was actually pretty good. They hook up them omelets too. They bad at the Bibles.
And we're back to Keep 1 Million Show. I'm Dwayne.
Sean Pete.
90.7 FM KRDP. Thanks everybody for
Yes,
listening.
sir. Yes, sir.
And we're getting into this whole Shedeur Sanders situation
Mm-hmm.
that people are saying it's a little bit more than what it looks like. That it's racism, that it's some sort of a conspiracy or collusion against Shedeur Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
Now he had a amazing game. One of the first rookies I should say, to have over 350 yards, over 4 touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the first rookie this season to do that as well. They said matter of fact, they said the last player to do something similar was Joe Burrow.
Mm.
So, you know, he had a once in a lifetime game for a rookie. Unfortunately, he didn't get the most important stat, which is the W.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people on Black Twitter, all over, you know, the YouTube sphere, are screaming foul because of how he's being played.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was your take on when you see all this back and forth when it comes to Shedeur, Stefanski, and the Browns?
Okay, first off, I'm gonna say this: he did get toyed with during the draft. When the draft was, we were on the air during the draft, and we spoke about that.
Yeah.
I believe he should have got drafted earlier than Dylan Gabriel. He and that's another thing. He is better than Dylan Gabriel. He definitely is. He's better than Dylan Gabriel. He probably should have been starting way before he got to start because Dylan Gabriel got hurt. He probably should have been starting. I believe Dylan Gabriel played 3 games. He probably should have been starting after that second game that Dylan Gabriel played.
We're talking how bad Dylan Gabriel was playing as well.
He should have played that. Dylan Gabriel shouldn't have played that 3rd game, and it should have been Shedeur. Okay, let me get that out of the way. Now, I believe that Shedeur Sanders, I compare him right now, and he could be better than this, but I compare him right now. I don't know if you remember Aaron Brooks. With the New Orleans Saints, with that, like he was a solid quarterback, good. Get him to the playoffs and stuff like. I believe he can be that. He could be that.
Okay.
Now could I be wrong about that? And he could end up being Peyton Manning or Tom Brady or something like that. Yeah, I could be wrong, but I don't think that's disrespect saying he could be Aaron Brooks. Aaron Brooks had a really good career. But with that said, I don't believe it's racist or anything. I just believe that he wasn't Stefanski's guy. Stefanski is not going to be there next year. He's getting fired after the end of the season unless they run off, unless they go on a winning streak. He's not going to be there next year. They're going to get a coach in that can work better with Shedeur. Nobody's talking about Deshaun Watson. He's going to have to battle out with Deshaun Watson. I don't believe Deshaun Watson should lose his job to an injury. He should get a fair chance to win his job back. But Shedeur should get the fair chance to battle it out with him because he did look good this past Sunday. Now he looked good against the Tennessee Titans. You know that they're not a good team offensively or defensively. Now another thing is people are mad. I think Shannon Sharp said something to the effect of, "Oh no, if I was Shedeur, no, I don't want to go play." So now y'all wanted him to play before, but now y'all don't want him to play against these next teams that are really good.
This game is against the Bears.
The Bears, it's like what he had on the schedule. The Bears.
Hold on. Let me show you. Yeah, the Bears, the Bills, the Steelers, and then the Bengals.
And the Bengals.
Really, the only team they could probably win against is the Bengals.
Though people are saying that they don't want him. Like they said, no. Like so now what? So you want him to play against Tennessee 4 more times? So now what is it that you are mad about? He's the starter for the rest of the season. He's gonna get all the reps, and now everybody's like, oh, it's not fair. Look, y'all. He's getting his chance, and I believe he will play well in these next 4 games. I do believe that.
Yeah. And let me go back to what I was talking about before the break. Was when you see these weird, inexplicable plays and why is this happening? Why is taking Shedeur out of the game? Me personally, I think it is because they are tanking.
Mm-hmm.
They have to tank because if they win these games, they're in no man's land and they don't get a top pick. Granted, they have 2 first rounders, but they need more, and they're not going to trade down to get more picks. They need the best possible talent possible, the best talent possible in the NFL draft to pair with Shedeur or Deshaun Watson or anybody. They may mess around and draft another quarterback. This is a pretty good quarterback class coming out. You got a good wide receivers coming out. You have good offensive and defensive linemen coming out.
They need offensive linemen.
Exactly. So when you go back and you see what Brian Flores was talking about, especially when it came to the Browns, this is what they do. They tank. The problem is they don't get caught. And I think it's time for them to get caught. It's time for them to be investigated about tanking on purpose to get higher draft picks. Because you're going to stunt a young man's growth for what? A possible a good player down the road because your team stinks, and then next thing you know, something happens and that player is not good, or you pick the wrong player, which they do a lot over there in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a bite your nose, spite your face.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean, when it comes to the Cleveland Browns. And me personally, I think in a few years he's not going to be on that team. He's going to most likely get traded, or once his contract's up, he's going to just walk. They're going to let him walk, because depending on who's the coach, that's going to tell you how long SHEDEUR Sanders stays after this season.
Yeah. Like you said, depends on the coach. I mean, I don't know. Like Stefanski's not going to be there next year, and they have to figure out who they would bring in. It has to be I believe, an offensive coach and somebody that works well with quarterbacks. It's 14-13 Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a Thursday night game.
Yeah, 14-13 Atlanta. Tampa Bay kicked the field goal to end the half. So,
oh, wow.
So
really close game there.
Close game.
Atlanta, like I said, you can't sleep on when you're playing a division rival.
Oh no, you can't do that.
Sleep at all.
You can't sleep at all. So, but like we were saying, I really do want to see. I want to see SHEDEUR succeed. I really wanted to see Shiloh succeed.
Yeah.
You know, I really wanted to.
I think really the case with Shiloh is he's not that good.
No. You're correct. He's not that good. But I do not go into the season rooting for players to not succeed, and I really do believe that SHEDEUR can be a quality NFL quarterback. I really believe that.
Yeah, he can be, with the right coach and the right team. Moving on to the NBA, you have the NBA Cup, and
oh yeah.
The Knicks are going to play Orlando in the Final Four.
Okay.
And Oklahoma City plays the Spurs on the Western Conference side. You know, the game is going to be played in Vegas, championship game in Vegas. This is the second NBA Cup. I kind of like it now. Well, I'm kind of figuring it out. You know how it works and everything.
I still haven't.
It's pretty nice.
No, I don't mind it. I still haven't really gotten the grasp of it though.
It's like if you know what a soccer style tournament is, where you have the group stage, and then the winners, the top teams from those group stages go into the knockout stage, which is like the playoffs. And that's how it is in the NBA Cup. It's just like that. And then that's how what is it? The Commissioner's Cup in the WNBA is.
Yes, they do the Commissioner's Cup.
It's the same thing. So, they're trying that international flavor.
Okay.
So, my thing is though, with Oklahoma City at 24-1 right now, they tied the Warriors
Mhm.
in their 73 win. Remember their 73 win season?
Yeah.
They just tied their record right now.
Mhm.
You might as well give them the cup now. They're gonna beat the Spurs, and they're gonna beat either the Knicks or Orlando in the finals. How good is this team? I mean, I'm seeing analysts and people talking about how they're so good it's boring, which reminds me of the Spurs.
Yeah, the Spurs that first year they had Durant. Yeah,
Yeah.
you was just like you just chalked it. You was like,
Yeah,
you know, what's the point? The only difference is this Oklahoma City team is built. They built this team.
yeah.
They people weren't flock.
I finally watched them play against the Suns, and they
Yeah, I watched that game too. They
the
destroyed
Suns.
them.
Oh my goodness.
And the Suns
I
aren't
looked
that
up, it
bad.
was up by 40. I'm
Yeah,
like, wow.
they was
No.
up by 40. The Suns aren't that bad this year.
They're a surprising team with
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks. Even with Devin Booker out, Dylan Brooks is kind of, their pseudo leading scorer right
Mhm.
now, and with their group of, ragtag,
Mhm.
starting five, they're actually playing good, and Oklahoma City just tossed them to the side like nothing, and I'm like, well, who can beat Oklahoma City? I think the team that did beat was Denver,
Mhm.
but I don't think Denver can even beat them this time around.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen anything like this? Especially in the past 10 years, possibly not.
No, that's all with Golden State, but but with this, that Oklahoma City, when they won that championship, they figured it out. They got the cheat code. It's like, yo, we could run this. We
Yeah.
could do this. We could be the first team to repeat since Golden State, and
Right.
and I'm like, yo, they can do it.
And they're doing it differently. They're doing it with defense. It's not like they're doing it with, the Splash Brothers and a barrage of three-pointers
Mhm.
and scoring. I mean, they're scoring like crazy, but it's that defense is so stifling.
Mhm.
They just kind of like demoralizes the other team, and it's
Yeah.
they don't even want to play anymore. That's what it looks like. I mean, they're basically like beating them to submission.
Yeah.
When you beat a team by 35, 40 points, and I mean, it's not even watchable how dominant this team is.
They're killing them, and it's I believe they're mature enough to be like, okay, they're not worried about 73 games. They just want to win shit. Because you gotta remember
Yeah.
that Warriors team won 73 games, but then they lost. They lost championship.
Mhm.
So and then I'm thinking about the East. I'm like, the Knicks look good, but
Yeah, the Pistons are the number one team. The Knicks are number 2 right now.
but can either one of those teams contend with
Well-
OKC?
Well, whatever happens in this trade deadline, I think that's going to tell you.
I heard rumors about them trading Cat and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think that's going to tell you who
Mhm.
is serious about going to the championship. Whoever wants to get Giannis, and whoever wants to get Anthony Davis.
And AD. Uh-huh.
Those both of those players. Obviously, Giannis is going to stay in the East. Someone's going to get Milwaukee a great package to trade for. And Anthony Davis, he's most likely going to the East. People
Mhm.
talking about Detroit is trying to get him. So, I think really to go
Who would they
against
have to give up?
against Oklahoma City, you're gonna need someone like a Giannis or an AD, a healthy
Healthy
AD. You gotta
Yeah.
say it like that, a healthy AD.
Mhm.
To go against Oklahoma City because you still you got Chet Holmgren, you got Lou
Mhm.
Dort,
Mhm.
they have such a unbelievable team that works together, and the coaching is excellent. Everything about that team is first class. So any team is gonna have to have their best game to go against them from now on, because I'm not sure where do you see the next loss coming from Oklahoma City. Maybe in Vegas, maybe against San Antonio. San Antonio's playing excellent without Wemby. Maybe.
Oh shoot! I didn't even realize that. Wemby's hurt.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
snap.
Wemby's hurt. If if I'm not mistaken, it might be another blood clot issue.
Yeah, well, man, they got the dude Castle down there too.
Yeah, he's playing amazing right now,
Mhm.
so that's gonna be a great game. That Knicks Magic's gonna be a real good game. It looks like they got a little bit of a rivalry going on. A little bit of rivalry going on with them too. So these are gonna be some great games coming up for that NBA Cup. But I think the only team that may be close enough to beat them is the Spurs. I don't think the Knicks or Orlando can go against Oklahoma City right now.
Okay.
They're gonna need some extra firepower.
I see where you're coming from.
What do you think about that?
I believe the champion. I always believe the champion was coming out the West anyway. Tatum talking about I could come back and this and that. Nah, you're going to chill out for the season. Same thing with Halliburton. I mean, chill out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I see. I mean, you got the Knicks, got Orlando, got Detroit, Cleveland, but none of them can contend with OKC. A healthy OKC.
Right.
Healthy.
And remember, SGA has not played in the fourth quarter yet.
Oh, seriously?
Yes,
They've been beating people that bad.
that bad.
Oh my goodness.
Where he's sitting in the after the third quarter. Remember, that's what was going on with Steph, and that 73-9 season.
Okay.
But it was Steph and Clay was sitting out at the after the third quarter with 35, 40 points.
Yeah, they did that. That's when they was killing them, and Clay. That was before the injuries and everything.
Right.
Clay was a monster, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
And with that being said, we're gonna come right back. Keep it locked right here. Keep 1 million. Show I'm Dwayne.
Sean P.
We're on 90.7 FM KRDP. Let everybody know. Come listen.
Yes, sir.
We'll be back with more Keep 1 Million show.
Yes, sir.